So it actually just drops off real deep into a sandy bottom, but it pulls up onto rocks. And there's stuff out there, but here's what I'm gonna do. Guys and gals, friends and pals, welcome to another magnet mission. It's a beautiful summer day. I'm out at Oaks Park, and I'm off the pier here. I'm going to try not to get in anybody's way there, so the spots are limited, but that's okay. The water is right there, and so are the treasure. Without further ado, let's get a magnet in the water and see what happens. Here we go. Okay guys, first find. I don't have my tripod today, so there's a rock. Yay. And a bracket of some kind. Okay, that's our start. We're gonna keep going. Hi guys, it's me again. I'm gonna say this between every find since you don't see anything else. Hi guys, it's me again. Every single time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that again. Or am I? Anyhow, check this out. So here we got another little rock. I thought this was a battery at first, but it's actually looking more like a bullet. So I'm gonna rinse that off and see if we get a better look here. Hold on. Okay guys, so it's not a battery or a bullet. If you look real close on this end, it's got those little etchings to like give a grip on it. And then this end's got that little thing there. So someone told me this was a high impact socket worth like 20 bucks. Obviously not anymore. But if you recognize that and know what it is, put a comment below. I already forgot the phrase that I wasn't going to say, but was going to say again, just to be a PETA. Anyhow, there we go. Nice hook on a little, what's left of a grub lure, but the hook's in great shape. See there? Right on. Okay, what else? Ooh, hey puppy. Come on through. There we go. All right, we got a piece of aluminum pipe with electrical tape, and then a knob of some kind. Someone's falling into the water, quick, rescue team. Oh wait, no, they don't need any help. Here comes the rescue dog. Woohoo, 3 rescue dogs. Don't worry, they're gonna save you. All right guys, check this out. It's a clamp and then some kind of little power thing. I'll show you, I'll give you a better look at it here. Yeah, not bad. So there we go guys, just pulled that up, whatever it is, but it's not in the water anymore, so that's cool. All right guys, score! Right there I got I don't know, an Apple Watch, looks like. Yeah, right there, got an Apple Watch. How cool is that? So we'll keep it going. Love it. And a rock, and a zip tie. Smartwatch, right on. Let's see what else we can find. All right, guys. Where'd it go? There it is. Little red hook. It's a little something. There we go. Okay, guys. So I just found something really cool here, and all everybody has to say is
magnet mission accomplished.
All right. Thanks. Right there, guys. Check that out. Freaking barbecue. Right on. All right guys, so I've moved down a little bit. I am, I don't know, west. I don't know. I'm this way from there. That's where I found the barbecue. First throw over here by these pylons. So this is evidence to me of old logging stuff. You see there's more over there. There's a huge metal I-beam right there. So I don't know what's out there to get stuck on. I'm not ready to tangle with it yet, but my very first throw out here, I got this big chunk of metal. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. Magnet mission accomplished once again. I love it. All right guys, here's the latest find. Xbox. Ha! It's what's left of an Xbox 360. I'm guessing that's the hard drive. Wow, well, interesting place for it to wind up. I wonder if it was on a boat that sank. That was terrible. That was my impersonation of a boat sinking. And boats don't even, well, they make bubble sounds, but they don't panic like I did. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Check this out. So it's a fence clamp. It joins two pieces of fence together. Hold on, I'll show you. Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna have to get it off of there with my hands. Well, I finally got it off of there. So yeah, you can see that holds two pieces of a fence together. I'll tell you what's interesting about out here is I'll toss my magnet. I probably get it about, I don't know, 25, 30 feet out there. It feels like it's stuck to something the whole time. And then I'll come up with a little something every now and then. But once I reach a point, it just drags across the rocks and there's nothing on the magnet. So I think I'm gonna try to get stuck out there. And even though I don't have my mask, I got my fins, I'm gonna see what it is. I'm gonna get stuck on something. Then I'm gonna go out there and see what we're stuck to, and I'll come back and tell you. Okay guys, I'm gonna check this out. The rope goes much further out there, but I'm stuck, and at this point it usually lets go and I hit the rocks. So I'm gonna see if I can find anything out there. Be right back. Okay guys, I think we left off with me exploring that. So it actually just drops off real deep into a sandy bottom, but it pulls up onto rocks. And there's stuff out there, but here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm straight ahead behind that fella. See those pylons over there? I'm actually just gonna swim out there with my magnet. I'm gonna tool around, see what I can find, and just bring back the whole batch, or take you to the whole batch once I'm done there, and then we'll probably call it for this magnet mission. So without further ado, next scene, hopefully you'll be seeing a bunch of really cool stuff that I found over there. All right, guys and gals, so it's actually about an hour and a half later. I actually got in the water with my fins and no mask and my magnet, and I just kind of swam along there all the way out to those pylons. And I do, just like I said, I got a pile of stuff over there, so along with my magnet. So I'm gonna show you what it is we got going on right now. So you see, now this is interesting because this has to be from the old logging days. Look at this, this is a huge old piece of I-beam. Goes right into the water, and then here's a giant piece of cable rope around it. There's pipe. Oh, here's one piece of pipe I found. And here's my magnet over here. So everything, it was mostly pipe. Here's another piece. This one's pretty burly. You can see it was a fitting there where a smaller piece went into it. And here's what's interesting too. Look, there's a baby version of it right there. Isn't that funny? Yeah, that's just a piece of old pipe. This here is a solid piece of steel, and that was heavy. It's about 8 feet long, and what's cool is if you look at the very end of this, you can see that it's tapered, and it's actually got a little ledge on right there. So it'd be interesting to know what that actually was. And that was actually right out there at about 15 feet. 15 feet out, probably in 8 feet of water, but it's kind of a bear to get up in. But check this other stuff out. Found this a little further down the line. That looks like it's threaded on the end. Another nice piece of pipe. And then this little guy here, this bag with, there's like 3 little legs in there. I'll open that real quick and show you what it is. Hold on. Yeah, so you see here they got they're like 3 little legs. There's the rubber fittings, and then on this end they got screws and washers. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know what those went to, but there's a tripod waiting to happen somewhere. A big old piece of twisted up metal. Interesting looking pieces though. If you look at that, it's got some kind of ridge on it all the way down. And not so sure on the other one, but kind of a cool form. Then this here was probably corn or tuna. People use this to chum the water. Check this out. Old pop top beer can. Blitz Wine Hard Beer. since 1856. What does that say? Something in policy, always give our customers a perfect magnet mission. This one was tricky because it's actually pretty heavy. Not sure what I found here. It's a drawer of some type maybe, but look, it's got a handle on it. So you can pick that bad boy up, carry it along. There's it's at the bottom or the top. Here's the side, so it slide in and out of something. Here's this mechanism, whatever it is. There's some clamshells in there, some freshwater clamshells. And then, if that's the handle on the other side, I don't know if this is the front or the back. No idea what I got, but at first I thought I found a safe, a little safe. Man, it was so heavy, but anyways. So yeah, there's those. I got a couple other things to show you. So I'm gonna have to come back and get these to shore. I'm gonna work on that now, and then I'll show you my other finds in a minute. There's the barbecue I found earlier. And then over here, some earlier stuff I found was actually magnet fishing off the dock, including an Apple Watch. So yeah, that's the find of the day for sure. Anyhow, all right guys, well, thanks for joining me. If you want a magnet of your own, Brute Magnetics, KRATOS Magnetics, excellent companies with excellent products. See their links in the description below, along with my discount codes. Thank you. So please like, subscribe and like. Any order, it doesn't matter. You can even mix the letters up, as long as you still hit the little button down on the, let's see, if you're watching, it's your right there. Is it there? Oh no, it might be over there. I don't know. Anyhow, find the subscribe button and use it. All right, catch you on the next magnet mission.